The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European Time on the dollar. We do the show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know. We gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, our altcoins, and everything else, guys. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I figured out I have to drive my kid to the kindergarten first, so that took a little bit of time. I was a little bit late on that, but beside that, I slept well. Everything is good. Today we're gonna be doing trading day as well. I'm sorry about no trading day yesterday. I figured out me and wife are gonna play a little bit of Minecraft, so we did that. It was good old times, there's that, so I'm refreshed, I'm in good mood. Bitcoin's going a little bit up, breaking the trend line over here. We're gonna talk about it, and it's right up. Now it's up like 3.14%. Altcoins are also all, most of altcoins are in green. I don't think anything else is in red. Let me see here. There's one thing over here is red. FITFI is minus 1.5% down, at least on my list up here. There are a couple of more. Yeah, but mostly we are in green, we are looking good, and everything's fine. How's everybody in the chat, by the way, guys? Astro first today, Space for Major last. Mohammed, hey, what happened tonight? You was going live at 7-8. Yeah, I figured out I'm gonna play the Minecraft. I update you guys on Twitter, so if you're not following my Twitter, you might check that out. And, sign up for Twitter and follow me on Twitter, because, I do post updates on Twitter as well. First green name in chat. That's something, at least. Goon. Christo, hi man. No movement, no movement. Movement will come soon. We're gonna see that. Damn, got me there. Hey guys, Sola, how you doing, Sola? Sola Cloudy. All goes down eventually. All goes down eventually. In 7 days, we got a new moon coming in. So I'm expecting this move towards the upside to last for, another week or so before we get another big move towards downside. We are still believing in the moons, guys. We still believe in the moon. Chaco, ban. Hello, Magnus, bull trap loading, perhaps 22.5. Yeah, 22.5, I'm thinking as well. I'm seeing max 24, but then a 14.50. I set orders 14, 11, and 9K. Ooh, you still believe in the 10K, man? Space for the major, 1 minute call. Christo is in the chat. Rostein, let's go. Space, John Baker, you're late. I'm fashionably late. I'm not actually late. I'm fashionably late. These celebrities, they always come late because they get more attention when they come late. So they like that. Eric, when dump, when 19K. I don't know, man. I don't know. Is it full moon we've been pumping? Yeah, it's full moon. Full moon started on the 14 up here. 14 of... around, let's see if we can add moons on the chart up here. Here's the moon right now. So right now I'm hoping that this up here in the next week can actually come up, up there. So we are technically at least sideways, motion, sideways motion at least. This is the full moon, so we're gonna see that. It starts on the 14th. Super moon start on the 14th. We did fall down a little bit, but right now recovering back to up there again. So we're gonna see how that plays out. Good morning to everybody. Martin, how you doing? Welcome. Who more do we have in the chat up here? Let's see. Mark Harris, morning. We in long or short? Now I'm right now. I'm in nothing, but I did bought bags of stuff. Dobro jutro, King Sal. Idemo dalje. Da. Vishal, yo, Sasha, yo. How you doing, Vishal? Good to see you, man. Ankir, 35% in gain. What should I do? Exit? I don't know, man. But 35% is 35%. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No one is fooled. Can't wait, bears, to push this scam to 11K. We'll buy a lot of this scam. Yeah, this scam is good, guys. We like the scam. Lost 25% of my Voyager position. Yeah, what happened to Voyager? I think I heard something. VGX. Isn't VGX? Something happened. Yeah, they I think people found out they invested in 3AC or whatever it's called, 3 hour stuff, right? And yes, and then it dumped. Is playing Minecraft a call for something else? No, actually it's not. It's actually playing Minecraft. I met my wife, way back, like 20 years ago, something like that, and we started playing RuneScape, and then we went over to Minecraft. That we, wasted a lot of years on Minecraft. No, it's not Minecraft. World of Warcraft, and then after that, play some Minecraft, other games and stuff like that. So right now we got like a bunch of kids, life, business, so we don't play anymore, from time to time, stuff like that. So it's good time. It's good things that you can still sit down and play Minecraft, here and there. Remember of the good old times. Good old times. Yeah. Edward, too good. Morning, man. Morning. I doing beam up. I'm ready to trade, brother. Yeah, we all ready to trade. I'm itching to do something. I'm in very good mood. Yesterday, I actually had a little bit of headache as well. So I just kind of wasn't feeling, So I think it did me well to play a little bit Minecraft. When are we having a community Minecraft session? I don't know, man. I don't know. But the thing about Minecraft, Microsoft bought Minecraft from that guy, Swedish guy, paid billions of dollars. And right now they're making a bunch of money on the Minecraft. But I think they made it really nice because right now you can play Minecraft across the, platforms. So, can you play a PC on iPad, on mobile phone, on Switch, on PlayStation, whatever, right? Xbox, not PlayStation, Xbox, right? So you can play Minecraft across the platforms, right? And I think that's very nice because our kid is playing Minecraft, so actually we want to set up this realm, this server for him, so we can all play together from time to time. So that's why we were playing Minecraft yesterday. He was asleep, but me and wife were playing Minecraft. How people reacted when you bought at top in 2017? Do you remember? I don't, I didn't know my bunch of community and stuff like that. I did bought the top and stuff like that. My wife, we bought the top, I was very excited about it. I did not know how markets move and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it went down. We lost a bunch of money, but stuff recovers, and I bought the top, sold the bottom, lost a bunch of money. Then it started going up. Did not buy, altcoins at the bottom. I'll make a video about that for the TFNs Club, what I think, people should be doing right now. So you don't make the same mistake I did, because when the Moon and MM Crypto and all these other guys that are very rich now, they were buying altcoins at Bitcoin was down at 3,000, right? So I think we need to do something like that. So I don't want to make the same mistake. And when Bitcoin was down at 3,000, I started doing the videos, YouTube and stuff like that, and I was focusing on that. And then it started pumping towards the upside, and I started doing some leverage stuff, and I lost all of my money, zero money, it went up a little bit to 40,000, then it went back down to 8-9k. I thought this was some kind of bottom, so I took a loan to buy more. It was pretty decent size loan, but I was so sure that it's gonna go up, that it's gonna be fine. Anyway, I repaid that loan pretty fast because the interest on that loan was kind of high, so I repaid very fast, and I managed to get money elsewhere to enter back into the market, and then it went up. I did make some money. I did not make it yet, but I did make some money, and it's okay. But I did not buy down at 3k. Now I'm not doing the same mistake. I know what I did wrong. I think I know what I did wrong. I think I know what I did wrong, so I hope I'm not gonna make same mistake again, So there is that, right? So we're gonna see how that's gonna play out right now, and I'm already buying altcoins here. I don't care. Like, the prices are so low. Like, can it go down to 10k? I mean, it can go down to 10k. I'm not saying it cannot go down to 10k, but everything is so oversold. So right now, the way I see it, and everybody of these rich big guys, billionaires, millionaires, right now, they start buying again. So, I see some kind of bottom, whether the bottom is, 70k or not, who knows, but, it's good times. There will be times when you long, the market goes lower, when you short, the market goes higher. There will be times that we try to avoid that. Matic is alive, finally. Yeah, finally Matic is alive, going up, pumping. Matic is up like something like 10% up right now. Let me see that. Where is Matic up here? Yeah, 10.6% right now up. Yeah, Matic is doing very nicely. What do I think of future of Cardano? I think it's one of the best, blockchains right now, layer 1 blockchain that are out there. And the good stuff about, about Cardano is that it's not fully out there just yet. So, hype can still push the price, through unreasonable levels. So I think Cardano actually gonna play out very nicely. I don't know right now how it's gonna play out, short term, but when the bull market is at the top, next bull market is at the top, and Foria is in full swing, I think, Cardano is gonna, perform very nicely, But it's not up too high and make dollar cost average for day trade. I bought lit at 0.8 and pumped so hard. And any thoughts about it? I don't have any thoughts about it. Stuff pumps, man. There'll always be stuff. DXY flying, BTC pumps. Yeah, DXY right now is up a little bit. It's not much. It's up a little bit, but it's not actually flying. But you can see here we broke. We smacked down. We went up there. Right now we are below the 10 moving average over here. So whether this is top up here for the DXY or not, I don't know. but we'll see how this actually plays out. But I think it's already kind of done over here, and right now it can still do this up here. It can, you know, still make a higher high, but you know, I think it's very soon it's gonna be done. Med's pumping harder, yeah. So let's go back to Bitcoin and talk about Bitcoin, what we're seeing on the charts, what I think is gonna happen or not happen, you know, and stuff like that, right? You see all the lines on the chart right now. What are we gonna do right now? First of all, we're gonna remove the moving averages over here from the chart and see that we are in some kind of channel towards upside. Now, this isn't actually channel towards upside. This is just, you know, random channel that I drew. There might have been some kind. This is a short-term line, but it might be some kind of expanding wedge up here. You can see the expanding wedge up here, something like that, right where we were going zigzag, 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 and then up here broke that to the downside. Right now, you know, retesting that same line up here again, right? There was another line that's this over here right now that's also been acting as a resistance, and right now we are breaking that. The question is, will we just pull back down again? This on the 4-hourly time frame, so we still got something like 40 minutes left to see whether we break the line or not. Are we gonna break the line over here or not? The channel that you just saw, now first of all we had this, you know, rising wedge up here, and I don't know whether it was yesterday or the day before that. Let's see up here. Yeah, it was 2 days ago over here when we were, you know, we said that, you know, most likely the scenario is just going up here and going down there, but you know, we could also break this wedge towards the upside and then fall down. We fell down, we came to some kind of support down here. Right now we have been also discussing that these wedges, if they are bullish, they don't go all the way down to the bottom. They go down to, you know, they go somewhere half up here, get some kind of support up there, and then, you know, they bounce again towards the upside if they are bullish. And you can see here right now on the first pullback, there is a lot, you know, we have been waiting a lot of time over here, so I'm guessing there is a lot of, you know, both support down here and, you know, a lot of buyers, you know, piling back in, and you can see that on the price right now. The question is, will this just get rejected and fall through the support? Now this is a very important support around 20k up here right now. Closing below this support right now would be not as good, you know, for the price, but we you know, I think we are a little bit more bullish than bearish right now, to tell you the truth. I think we are a little bit more bullish than bearish. There was this channel up here, and you know, the channel is made by you know, the top line up here. The top line up here, and you know, it depends on how you draw the channel. Do you draw it all the way down there? Do you draw it up here? Do you draw it down there? You know, you can draw the channel as well, but you know, we always look at this middle line to find, you know, some kind of channel. Maybe it's something like this up here. You can see that we didn't came all the way to the bottom yet of this channel. Maybe this channel is a little bit different up here. Depends on how you draw it. Maybe it's goes something like this up here. And then, you know, we might use this line up here where, you know, we are outside of the channel technically, right? And you know, it's a little bit, I'm a little bit insecure when it comes to, you know, whether this is gonna pump towards upside or not right now. But there is this trend over here. It's a short-term trend, but you know, it's still some kind of trend up here. Maybe it's even this one that we already broke towards the upside. Let's go to 1 hourly time frame to see how this actually looks like. Yeah, it does look better like this over here. And what you can see here on the 1 hour on the 1 hourly time frame, that we actually, you know, last hour we did pull back. Sorry, we did break this trend over here. We did you know, because we had 1, 2, 3, 4 hits on this line, very nice line. We broke that towards the upside. So as long as we don't pull right back down here again and maybe stay above the line, maybe we're just gonna, you know, continue pumping towards the upside. Next resistance to break to see if this is actually gonna, you know, perform is up here at 20.7. So if right now, if this move towards downside does hold and we hold the support up here and we manage to break 20.7, I'm still again looking at these levels up here, maybe even as far as 22.5 all the way at the top of over here for this to go. So we are definitely a little bit more bullish than bearish, maybe in a longer term, you know, more bearish and stuff like that. But you know, I think we need a little bit more time to see how just this gonna play out, but it does look good, whether this is the bottom or not, it still depends, guys. It still depends. Let me show you another chart. This is a very normal move for any kind of pattern, any kind of move when it comes to moving averages. You can see here we, you know, explode towards downside, we picked up, got rejected by this 10 moving average, pulled a little bit back, but right now we're coming back to this 10 moving average. So if this daily right now closes above this 10 moving average, that's like the best case scenario that we can have. have. Without any kind of rejection towards downside, we might just see more movement towards upside. Oftentimes these things, you know, extend towards downside from the moving average, extend towards downside, hit it, and then, you know, kind of hug it, and then break it on the other side, right? Extend, smack, hug, dump pattern. So if you inverse this chart over here, you can see here that we extended towards upside right now, hugging the moving average up here. How fast we're gonna, you know, break this towards the upside, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's already time right now because we already did one, you know, 2 moves up here. So we can definitely right now extend, smack, you know, hug, dump pattern up here. You know, you know, I don't know how far we're gonna do that. You know, we'll pull back up here again and what's gonna happen. But it does look like, you know, to me, you know, the pattern is being formed. This right now daily time frame, we already got, you know, certain candles up here that we can already, you know, draw some kind of nice trend lines up here with. You can see this might be a very nice trend line up here. If you go to the 4-hourly time frame, we are still not above that that line. Let me just make it nicer up here, give or take up there. So this line up here is sitting at 21.3, you know, but where is it? 4-hourly. So what you're seeing here also that we are right now sitting below these 3 moving averages, 10, 20, and 50 moving average. So we need to break that as well. So what I'm seeing, like, we are bullish. We did hold the support down here. Let me go to this chart over here right now. Back. We did hold the support around 20k, which is very nice, very good. We did hold the support at 20k. We overshoot this 20k down here, right? Went down to 70k, but right now, you know, we bounced, you know, hard back towards the upside, some kind of level here at 21.5. Right now we are going down. We're holding this, you know, 20k line, and right now maybe, just maybe, we might get this another hit, you know, on 25 or even all the way up there at 22.5 level. If that happens, we might have this double top up here where we again, you know, slowly move towards downside, you know, some kind of low levels again, and so forth. Again, the accumulation phase just started. This is gonna last for, you know, 3-4 months, 3 to 6 months or something like that. Whether we are going to, you know, see some kind of higher accumulation up here or lower accumulation down there, I don't know how this is gonna happen. Right now the accumulation seems to be in around the 20k range up here, the 20k range. So, you know, some kind of accumulation over here. What's the top and lower levels? We are a little bit unsure about that still, but oversold levels are nice. We explode towards downside. Everybody's out of the market. Capitulation did happen. I think capitulation is over. This is accumulation phase right now, because of, you know, I've seen a lot of buying, you know, from these big whales already, and they are still saying that they are, you know, they didn't buy 100% everything, right? Because number one, they have a lot of money, and number two, they are trying the dollar cost average into this thing over here right now. So they are buying, you know, they are buying 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17. They are buying all the levels. You know, every time it goes down, you know, $1,000, they're just buying. So they're trying to buy in dollar cost average inside this here, between, you know, in some kind of you know, medium range. You know, they want to get that price target, you know, and, you know, there's that. So everything looks good, everything looks fine. It's pumping right now, but it needs to do, you know, I think you need a couple of more hours to confirm this move above the trend line. 4-hourly is also closing above 30 minutes. It's going to be very interesting to see whether we close above all the moving averages up here. So the most important thing up here for this move, I think, the very first move, you can also see the top up here is right above the 20 moving average. So if we can close right now in 30 minutes above, you know, 20.5 or something like that, I think that's gonna be very, very bullish, and I think this is just gonna explode towards upside. I don't know how high towards upside, but we might see nice, very nice move towards upside over here. And then once it starts going towards upside, we're gonna look for, you know, divergences, this, that. We're gonna try to figure out whether this is the top up here or here. You know, will it, you know, pull back again, and what's gonna happen and stuff like that. But it does look nice, Unfortunately, it's not quite confirmed yet. Right? So there is that. Let me go just a little bit back, and then I will take some questions from the chat and see how it looks. So it looks very, very nice. We can also say a quick word about the DXY, like we started saying about that. This does looks, you know, very nice. You know, this trend up here broke already over here. Sorry, it broke already over here. This is second hit. It can do another hit towards the upside. There's of course the trend line up here that needs to be broken, something like this. Once this trend line is broken, this is pretty much over. It's not yet broken, so this can still technically go a little bit more towards the upside. But I'm expecting this, you know, again, 3 to 6 months or something like that. Depends on how long this takes to actually pumping towards the upside. The big question is the stock market bottomed out or not, guys? Have the stock market bottomed out or not? If you go to this chart, for example, up here, go to the weekly time frame, clean up everything. What you're gonna see here is that these moves doesn't matter. The moves towards downside, you know, a 20% move towards downside are very, very normal. This is a 20% move towards downside. This is corona dump, so it's not actually, you know, this over here is a 16% move, 20% move towards downside. So these 20% moves towards downside are pretty normal. This was, you know, 4%. This is a little bit different. This is the this 2008 crash, right? But 20% moves towards downside are very, very normal. This is a 35% move towards downside. You go a little bit up here as well. Let's see up these moves. You know, these crash. This looks like, you know, some kind of, you know, major crash up there. 30% move, 40% move towards downside. But it looks like something big happened over here. Yeah, 22% move towards downside, so forth, so forth. All of these weeks in 1916, once interest rates, you know, went through the roof, you know, biggest move was down, you know, something like 40%. But 20% from what I've seen, you know, I think, you know, it's already, you know, kind of overextended. Can it push down a little bit more? I mean, technically it can push down more, whether this is the bottom or not. But I think for this thing over here right now, to go lower, because you can see 200 moving average on the weekly time frame. Go to monthly time frame up here. We are at the 50 moving average up there, right? 50 moving average. And, you know, for this to actually, you know, drop even more towards the downside, I think we need to have some kind of special event, you know, very special event that actually pushes us more towards downside. This is also a very bearish candle on monthly time frame, so forth, so forth. But I think right now that we come to this 20, you know, this 20% retracement, to go below this over here, something big needs to happen. You know, maybe it can be, you know, longer push towards the downside, but we cannot, you know, just say that this is going to zero, whatever, the market is gonna, you know, collapse and stuff like that, right? So I'm still not on board that, you know, markets are dead and they're gonna dump down to, you know, something close to zero, whatever. So I'm still looking that, you know, this can actually pump with Bitcoin once Bitcoin pumps in, you know, starts pumping in a year's time. So this can definitely pull down more, but you know, whether this is the bottom or not, you know, hard to say. But I don't think I'm not quite sure that we're gonna have, you know, this move down here or something like that, something crazy like that. How much is down? 70% of this up here. This is, you know, 50% down to 18K. Can we dump even more down? Technically we can, but I think something big has to happen for that to, you know, for that to be. Okay, let's read the chat a little bit, see what people are saying. Futures are all red. How can we pump? I don't know, man. I don't know. Why aren't you never longing? I should be actually longing. But, you know, I could not be longing, you know, up here. We also, we've been discussing this on the live streams, guys. On the live stream, we've been discussing this. Why are we not longing? Because technically we have been going in a strong downtrend. This upper move up here. So we started trading, you know, a week ago, something like that up here, right? And then, you know, you cannot long up here, right? Number one, you cannot long up here. And then it started going up here. We should have longed up here, you know, somewhere like that. But then we are having this, you know, rising wedge up. You cannot long rising wedge in a bearish market, right? And we are correct about that, you know, but we did not hit the top here and stuff like that, you know. The trades weren't going that well, so, you know, it went down. So you cannot say that, you know, beside this rising wedge, there has not been anything that's, you know, worth longing. Any kind of pump was actually, you know, a short option towards downside. But right now that we are coming into this consolidation phase, we will be looking for both longs and shorts on the downside, depending on how the market moves, because this is right now, you know, taking a very, very steep, you know, stop towards downside. I think we need to break this trend up here. What is it? Trend up here, give or take up here. Yeah, give or take up here. Maybe it's a little bit down there. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Nah, something like this. Right. I think we need to break this trend over here to actually, you know, maybe this is some kind of inverse head and shoulders up here that's gonna break towards the upside. That's why I'm also looking, you know, this line up here of being very important, that we said that 21.2 or something like that, right? First line is up here, you know, second line is up there. There's a whole bunch of important resistance lines on the way up that needs to be broken for us to actually be bullish. So I don't expect, you know, to be bullish just yet. How this is gonna play out, you know, we gotta see. We gotta wait to see. Thoughts on ETH? Not much. Follows Bitcoin, it dumps more, it pumps more. When people decide to buy, things go up, doesn't matter which color. I actually made a bear flag on the rising wedge. If you check, it actually makes a bear flag. How can you make a bear flag in the rising wedge? There is no bear flag in the rising wedge. What time frame? 5 minutes time frame. I don't see a bear flag, man. I don't see a bear flag. I don't know what time frame you're talking about, though. Let me just see one thing right now, because I'm seeing something up here. Let me just see if this is correct. Could be some exhaustion channel up here, right? Could be some exhaustion channel up here where it came right back to that right now. This could be some exhaustion channel towards downside. This is actually a very bullish channel. So, you know, when you're flagging towards down after a big dump and you continue flagging towards downside, this is actually a very bullish channel. So it's nice. Inverse head and shoulders. Yeah, so people keep telling me that this inverse head and shoulders. It can be inverse head and shoulders. It's a little bit big though, but it, you know, definitely can be inverse head and shoulders. It's not done yet and it can always get rejected, but you know, it can be inverse head and shoulders, right? This is head, and right now it's creating this secondary shoulder, right? What you have to understand with this, you know, don't get too optimistic right now, because this can just get rejected right up here. It can just go up there and then get rejected. That's normal. Any kind of pattern can get, you know, you can either break the resistance or, you know, get rejected from that. So the pattern can either be fulfilled, you know, over here, fulfilled towards the upside, or it can get rejected up here and then you invalidate the entire pattern. But it is, you know, it is inverse head and shoulders, but at least it does look like that. Now the target for this thing up here is pretty high actually. It's all the way up at 26k up there. So if we do break this towards the upside, it just might pump big time towards the upside. You know, it would be nice. Then, you know, the question comes, you know, is the target area between is the accumulation zone gonna be in between up here somewhere around there, right? Where is it? Up here. Is this gonna be the accumulation zone down here, right? You know, because accumulation zone is not just, you know, 19,000, 20,000, whatever, right? And that's not just accumulation zone is a bigger area. I mean, it always like this. How much is this up here from the bottom to the top? This is like 46%. Let's see some other accumulation areas up here. This accumulation area went from the bottom to the top up here, you know, something like 33%, you know, the difference from the bottom to the top up here. You can see this accumulation area. Let me see one more accumulation area, how far that was from the bottom to the top up here. This was 2014, you know, this some kind of bottoms all the way down here to the top. But this is very extended. This is 90%, you know, let's put up there like 50%. Yeah, so it can be a pretty decent size, you know, pretty decent size, you know, accumulation zone up here on the downside. You can see that, right? So right now having this, you know, accumulation zone between, you know, 40-50% down here, it can actually be that, like between, you know, between some kind of 26,000 down to 70,000. So it can go up here, down here, you know, it can be, you know, both moves towards the upside or downside. Big broadening wedge, time frame, man, time frame. Tell me the time frame so I don't have to look for the time frame. That's all I'm asking for. Big broadening wedge, but I'm already seeing here, might be looking at something like this. Yeah, it might be as that as well. So you can see over here, although target towards the upside, targets towards the upside from our breakup up here is 26,000. If we get rejected, we can, you know, go down here again, right? I mean, that can happen, right? It could be a broadening wedge up here, like who said that? Andrea Silva said. There are other ways this can actually play out. We don't actually know because it's a little bit too early. But you know, this inverse head and shoulders can get rejected. We can go down. We don't have to go down to the bottom down here again. We already had 1, 2, 3 hits. What can do happen? We can go down here, and I don't know if you remember, it wasn't yesterday, maybe it was yesterday, maybe it was before that. When you have some kind of you know, pro tip up here, guys, pro tip, follow now. When you have some kind of expanding wedge, right, and usually it hits, you know, both sides, but at one point it will stop hitting one of the sides, right? It will do something like this. Once it starts doing like this, it becomes more bearish towards the downside. It looks like it's gonna break because it stopped, you know, hitting the other side. The same thing goes in the other direction. Once you see that these, you know, weak these pivot points don't come all the way towards the downside again, once they start doing this over here, this becomes very bullish move, and then it can actually break towards the upside, right? So these expanding wedges, doesn't matter whether it's you know, expanding wedge towards the upside or towards the downside, you know, at one point they stop hitting this trend line and start creating new trend inside without actually touching this previous support line. This is actually very bullish. So if you look down here, we don't actually have to go all the way down to the bottom down here at some kind of, you know, 13, 12, 13,000, whatever. We can just go a little bit down, and with this already over here will be some kind of expanding wedge that's actually becoming very bullish up here. And then at a late point we actually break towards the upside, right? It could be that, we don't actually know what kind of pattern is gonna play out, where we're gonna see you know, what's happening. But first thing first, you know, this inverse head and shoulders, if it's an inverse head and shoulders, needs to break up. But even before that, guys, even before that, right now in 20 minutes, this target up here on the 1 hour time frame that we are already breaking. Let me see if we are still breaking that. Let me pull lines nicely up here. Might be something like this up here where we actually already broke. So this 1 hourly time frame up here, we need to see that are we getting pulled all the way down back there, or are we just gonna, you know, continue up here, get above the resistance 20.7. You know, that's the first level to break. You know, if we can actually do this move up here, then we need to break this trend line up here, break the 21.5, and then, you know, we might see some kind of 26 levels or whatever, right? There is a whole bunch of resistance at the upside. Someone said the accumulation area hasn't been breached on the weekly yet. Someone is wrong, I think, because, you know, there is no way you know, there is no way not to call this accumulation area, guys. There is no way you can call this not call this accumulation. Like, everybody's buying, guys, everybody. Like, I don't know anybody who hasn't bought something. I'm not saying they put 100% of their portfolio already in, but they are already started buying. You have to say, so you gotta, you know, it's not accumulation area. What do you mean it's not accumulation area? You know, people are buying. So the buying has already started. It can go down. They will continue buying on the way down. They'll dollar cost average, you know, all the way down to however low it goes. But to say that this is not accumulation area, it's wrong. It's straight out wrong. We are below 200 weekly moving average. We are below 50 monthly moving average. How can we not be, you know, in accumulation? I think you need to check your pinned tweet, TLA. No, my pinned tweet is fine, man. My pinned tweet is fine. Greed goes up and down. My pinned tweet, yeah, I called the top for the history books. I remember that. There is nothing wrong with that. There we go. I'm shorting advice. This was Sheldon talking. Let's go up here. Let's go down there. My pinned tweet is this, guys. I'm calling top for history books, and in case I'm wrong, I will delete the tweet and deny everything, right? So this was the top. We are going down like 20%. You cannot say that we did not call some kind of top. It did went up like for a day or two, something like above these levels. But, you know, we did call some kind of tops, right? It's down like 20%. But once it's down that much, it doesn't mean it's gonna go to zero and never recover ever again above the 44,700. And that's not what I'm saying. I actually managed to pin the wrong tweet. I don't know. I'm sorry. I managed to pin the wrong tweet. Doesn't matter. I don't know how to remove this. Remove. There we go. So yeah, just because I called the top doesn't mean that it's not gonna, you know, come back up there again. But, you know, we pretty much, you know, called it very nicely up here. And it wasn't even a hard call or anything like that. If you remove everything, go to weekly time frame up here, like it broke the trend, guys. It broke the trend, right? So over here we had a trend. It broke the trend towards the upside, right? Over here, and you know, this we actually call this stop up here, you know, 47.5 or something like that. It was actually not this trend, it was actually this trend over here. So as soon as we actually broke this trend line over here towards the top up here, we said, okay, this is the top. It did another, you know, additional move towards the upside a little bit, but you know, this was pretty much the top up here. So it was a pretty easy call. Right now it's down a whole bunch, you know, towards the bottom of where this trend started over here. Maybe, you know, it's nice call. It's nice call. Pinned message in YouTube chat. Pin message. Oh. Okay, sorry, I took offense. Just sign up for your pinned YouTube message. Thanks. I cannot, guys, the pinned stuff I cannot remove. I don't know why. I'm tricking remove, but you know, it doesn't do anything. Can I post something? I just there we go. I'm just gonna pin something else. There we go. There we go. Night's gone. I closed 500 Solana short, profit at 35 from 39. Nice. YouTube chat pin. Okay. Doesn't matter. This still holds, you know, this still holds water. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked the you know, today's Bitcoin daily video. We'll definitely be trading today. I'm itching right now. My mind is clear, no headache, slept well. You know, kids are away, so you know, we're gonna wait a little bit, find some kind of trades and do trading. So do make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, you know, put the notifications on, join the Twitter, be also on Twitter because I can also post there, you know, saying what's gonna happen. So you know, follow me there as well. And there's that, guys. There is that. Thanks everybody for stopping by. If you like the, you know, content today, hit the like button on the way out. I'll see you a little bit later today. We're gonna definitely do something. Thanks for stopping by. There is one more thing we gotta do before we go. We gotta, you know, pump your emotions. We gotta pump your emotions as much as possible right now. Hopefully you guys are gonna do well. Hope you guys are gonna do well. So Bad Guitar, Martin, Deeprock, M21, Sagar, Kate, Gaber, Goo, and everybody else in the chat from the, you know, TFN stuff. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I'll see you back in the Telegram chat as well. For the rest of you guys, don't do anything, you know, irrational. Markets will be here tomorrow as well. If you don't catch the, you know, move, there will be another move, guys. See ya later. Bye bye.